Okay, so I have a question for you. How do you know when it's time to make a big change in your life? I'm Carrie Tepedino with the Happy and Healthy with Kerry show. And this is such an important topic. I've worked with thousands of women over the past few decades. And what I see happen, and what has happened for me too, I'm totally transparent, is that it's easy to get stuck in a cycle, in a way of being, in a pattern, in a routine that we've been in for a while. And even like it's hard to notice sometimes, even when it's clear to everybody else that it's time for us to make a change, sometimes it's hard for us to really see it. And as I think it was Mary Morrissey says, when you're in the picture, it's hard to see the frame, right? So today's training is going to help you start to understand when you might already have some of those flags happening in your life, but you're ignoring them, you're pretending they're not there, you are hoping they're not there, and so you're sweeping them under the rug. But that change in direction in your life, that change it could be in your health, it could be in your finances, it could be in your career, your relationships. When we really start to understand, okay, it's time for me to make a big change, what can happen there is we just don't know how. Right? So, first, let's look at the signs of what are the signs that a change, that it's time for me to change something, some aspect of my life. What are the signs? And I think one of the things that is good to look for is when you're constantly feel like you're trying really hard, like you're forcing things to change, or you're forcing or pushing something, and it's just not working, right? It's just not working, whatever that is. Like you've been pushing really hard to make a relationship work, or pushing really hard to um, maybe in the job that you're at, maybe you keep getting looked over for promotions or something like that. But when you're pushing and forcing something and not, it's just not working, that would be a good time to stand back and reassess. Either reassess, is that thing working for you in your life? And or am the way that I am coming at it, is it working? And so when you step back and reassess, it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't go for that goal, but it might mean that you shift and change who you are and how you're coming at it, so that you can get a different result. It could be that you realize it's a wrong path for you. That could be it. But also, what I would always want to invite you to do is get curious and interested in regards to how you're showing up in the space of that. How are you showing up in the space of wanting and trying to make that change happen? And what can shift and change inside of you to create a different result? So things may be like, constantly around you, constantly falling apart. Like they don't feel like it's ever, like you're ever getting ahead, right? And I'm not talking about the victim mentality. The victim mentality is different. That's when we're always pointing outside of ourselves and we're saying, you did this to me. Because of you, I'm not getting that result. But that's not what I'm talking about. Because when you do that, what you do is you give away your power. And I want you to really believe in yourself. And I want you to believe that you can create anything in your life. Actually, the Believe event is coming up. Okay, so if you are somebody who is wanting to create, if you're a woman who is wanting to create big change in your life and you don't know how, right? And you don't know how, then you really get to come to the Believe event. And let me say this, even if you know how, or you think you know how to create change in your life, come to the Believe event anyways, because we have had top speakers, authors, influencers, top professional women, moms and grandmas who are on their game. They have a good thing going and they've come to the Believe event and they've still gone to the next level in ways that they never dreamt were impossible for them. They weren't even dreaming that big. Okay, so the Believe event, this is our 6th annual Believe event, I believe, and it's phenomenal. It is the event of the year for women who are ready to transform themselves and their lives. And it's so fun. It's so cool. It's going to be online this year. So it's the Believe event in studio for 2021. But the link to that, I believe there's an early bird special running right now. The link to that is in the description of this video. So go sign up for that right now, okay? Because we will go deep into how to transform your life, really deep, where women walk away from that 3-day event. They walk away with a clear blueprint, a clear map. And I have had women, countless women, say to me, the Believe event was the defining moment where everything pivoted or changed in their favor. Like they woke up at the Believe event. Okay, so make sure you go and register now because it will sell out. Even if it's online, we do cap out. Okay, so why now? Why is now a good time for you to change? When things are falling apart all around you? Well, when you constantly don't feel good because things aren't working, or you're not showing up in your commitments to yourself or commitments to other people, or you're not showing up powerfully to create the vision that you have for your life, it's time to make a change. Big results are going to demand big action. Big action is not going to be what you've been doing day in and day out that got you to where you are today. It's going to need to shift to get you to where you want to be tomorrow. Something different will be demanded from you. Okay. So when your intuition is saying, knock, 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 let's wake up, something's not working. Let's stop ignoring that. Let's stop ignoring the signs that we're getting from the universe. And let's start to really reassess what's going on. Take different action so you can get different results. If you are like in body breakdown, there's an emotional component. The mind is influencing your emotions are influencing your physical way of being. Your physical way of being is affecting your mind, and round and round and round we go. Okay, because you're a holistic being having you're a holistic, the mind, body, spirit, it's all connected. And so when one thing is off kilter, the others will be affected. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. So let's work from the inside out. Okay, let's work from the inside out. So these signs, like, are you right now, and you can post in the comments below, I want to hear, are you right now in a position where you've been ignoring signs that things need to change, where you have been sweeping things under the rug about something that intuitively you know isn't right, isn't what you really want? What has been happening for you? What is holding you back? Post below. I want to support you. And make sure you go save your seat at the Believe event. It is going to be by far the best Believe event we've ever had. And each one has blown people's socks off. They're so fun. They're so powerful. So grab your girlfriend. Both of you get your seats at the Believe event and post below. I want to help you starting now. Okay. We don't want to put off tomorrow what we can start today. So with that being said, I can't wait to see what you post below. Thank you for sharing this video with all your girlfriends. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel, this page, and I will see you soon. Bye.